today we're going up. That's who we are gonna be versing. At the end of the video, leave a like. Hopefully you into this video.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debate. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull up with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to do it with me. Okay, cool, you can say that.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Eagles.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
If you didn't know what it was, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week. That no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same. Just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're ordering dinner. That's where I go.
Take it down, but not before they work across midfield. That good for 21. The kick run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
61 yards and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him.
from the gun. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody covered. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold the number 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again. And
no doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
this Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up forward.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Giants 3.
Those plays because they were successful in getting 3. Or you go pre-game, I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting that he continues to streak in this game.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jeffrey. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Eagles.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Miles Sanders, the
The
Eagles.
numbers for Sanders last week. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Giants 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. As you hit a guy on the run like yardage. I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles
and I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And it's up and good. So the drive there took 6 plays.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
6-yard pickup brings up second and
On second down at 4, Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun. Jones.
Sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
the tackle made.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jones signaling, let's go, try to get his guys up to the line. That's complete to Slayton, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Complete to Darius Slayton. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
Scrambling there, 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
To throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is the NFC Player of the Week. You got to think all the
peers, and for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way. Receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of...
Big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Out of Orlando, that's where we find
fight for those. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. 33-21 was the final. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We had to Meanwhile, in our game, it's been and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here. We get back. The New York Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll drop it off.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones fakes it. This one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive.
Be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Over to cash this one in.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And it's 21-3.
Kick is good.
They have the short field.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and from the phone. Going to take care of can't run any offense.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
But it's a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jones. Eagle pressure.
It's going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3 score. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring this one back to that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only...
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they've got it up past the 35. So and the turn is complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Oh, this
Brought down by Javon Hargrave. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 3.
Looking to throw. Dominate! And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Which is often the case. But by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time, this was a defense that was well prepared.
reception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that. You said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought.
Themselves in a great position to win.
And that is 10 now from the 35.
5-yard line.
Throwing again. Jones. Caught right side. Tate. That'll leave him.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
One is gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the ball.
A deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
You'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Pick up, good for an Eagle first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily. First down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of
It's us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shit to beat this team.
Capped off by a 7-yard run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Take it away.
At their own 31-yard line.
And it's done. He'll throw. Jones is just sided affair. 34-yard line. They're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big with that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner.
Another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. This team in the future, your mission is clear.
6 points.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he kicked
25-yard line.
back on offense. New York gets set to take over. They try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week.
Right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Eagles. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Brother Spears, beyond you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score always exciting in football, and we witnessed it there.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet me up there. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a because there are a lot of people watching the body language of bad concussions.
And I think the ball's out, and the Eagles have recovered.
A note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run down.
That's just a pile. It gets tough in here.
32-yard line.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets the first down win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working. And
All run, pass, it's all going to work.
that's called being in the zone.
And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like if it's your favorite video, and if it's not your favorite video, then don't leave a like. But if you want to subscribe, you can go ahead. It would be really helpful and I'll really appreciate it. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next video.